Hi guys, this is the last vlog of the semester. That means class is ending. Anyways, so the topic for this vlog is what is contemporary literature, and to talk about some specific passages that brought about contemporary literature, or not brought about, that scream contemporary literature to me. So, I don't know a good way, sorry, that's my dog walking. I don't know a good way of verbally describing what contemporary literature is other than just like reading it. Contemporary literature to me is just obviously like post 20s era, and it just, the biggest contrast I can like think of, this is very, very, very pre-contemporary, but like I always just have this picture, like this thing in my mind of like Shakespeare compared to like Junot Diaz, and it's just so different because he has like, Shakespeare has this love story of like Romeo and Juliet where they're like they kill each other and all this other fun stuff, and it's just so, I guess that the only reason it's cliche is because it's now it's cliche. I guess it wasn't necessarily cliche at the time, but the cliche Romeo and Juliet story compared to like Aurora, where these people are like in love and all of this crazy stuff, and that's just like, I always picture that in my head. Or like poetry. My dog's whining. I'm not paying enough attention to her. Or like poetry, any of the poetry we read this semester is just like crazy, and I don't even know, like Mary Ruefle and John Ashbery. Reading his stuff was kind of crazy because it's so, it seems like it almost wouldn't be contemporary, but it is because of all the underlying meaning in it. And I don't know, I'm not a big poetry fan, as I've said in the past, but a lot of what I think of when I think of like old poetry is even like, I don't know, Edgar Allan Poe stuff. I really like Edgar Allan Poe. I guess he's not just poetry. He's like short stories too. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so I just think of like poems that aren't as deep. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Um, and then with like the nonfiction aspect, I know nobody really liked Annie Dillard, but I really did like her. I have liked her, and when I think of like post-contemporary nonfiction, I think of just like historical, like biographies or stuff like that, where it's just fact. Whereas now with nonfiction, with like contemporary nonfiction, it's, as we like kind of discussed in class, it's not necessarily fact, but it could be. That's a whole like, just, I remember we had that whole discussion, like argument of like, what is nonfiction? How is nonfiction whatever? And I feel like the definition of nonfiction has kind of changed since the contemporary movement, whereas before, like I said, it was like history, fact-based stuff, where now it's more, I don't know, it's more can be more open-minded. I mean, who knows if Annie Dillard really did sit there and make eye contact with a weasel, and then they became one, and like their minds are like connected and all this crazy stuff. Who knows if, I don't know. Who knows if any of this stuff actually happened, but it could. So how do we know? You know? Does that make any sense? Okay. Anyways, I don't want to go over too long on this. I hope some of that made some form of sense. And I just want to say that this class was really, really fun, and I'm glad I decided to take it. And I learned a lot from this class. And thank you, everybody, for helping me learn poetry and everything else. And that is all. Have a good rest of your lives and a good winter break. Happy Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Festivus, any non-secular holiday, whatever you are. Have fun. There's over here, picture of me and my little sister to say bye to you. I'm the big one, just a little one. Okay, bye guys.